नवंबर 2020 वैश्विक महामारी कोरोना के खेल के बीच भारतीय क्रिकेट टीम ने ऑस्ट्रेलिया का दौरा किया।
When we finished our IPL and went to Australia. Initially we were supposed to go to Brisbane, but Brisbane में हमें practice करने के लिए allowed नहीं था. So Sydney government said we can land there and we can practice. So when we landed there, we had to do 4 to 5 days of strict quarantine.
First 3 or 4 days we were in our room, and then we were allowed to go and practice and then come back to our rooms.
I don't think you've ever seen a tour start like this.
We just came out of IPL bubble, which was preceded by an English bubble. Came home, quarantined for 14 days, and then we're basically straight into the Indian series.
पहले 4-5 दिन मतलब proper strict था. Even हमारा food बाहर आके रखते थे, हमें किसी भी चीज़ को टच करने के लिए अलाउ नहीं था. Even दरवाजे के बाहर एक स्टेप भी लेना अलाउ नहीं था.
The Indians knew what they were getting into when they came. They were signed off by their board. It was signed off by our board. We knew what we were getting into. Was it ideal? No, it wasn't. It was terrible. But at the end of the day, you know, I've got a job to do and you get paid bloody well to do it.
Yeah, it was frustrating time for the family because 2 weeks of strict quarantine for them.
Rooms were really small and it was really difficult for our families basically.
Whenever I used to come back, you know, my wife used to give me that look that you are still going out, you are still getting fresh air.
बंद कमरे में होते हो. After 4-5 days, it gets really depressing.
I remember it didn't bother me too much.
India, and I had a lot of sympathy for the position, said, we didn't come out here to do some hard quarantine in Sydney or Brisbane. We're not going to go there. And you kind of saw Ravi do that when he took the mask off and walked into the ground and showed a bit of attitude. They were bristling, and I got that they were bristling, but it kind of added this other layer of tension to the tour.
It does annoy me and it does frustrate me when people who are actually a hell of a lot better off than a huge majority of the world whinge about little things like staying in a hotel for a week. I think it's pretty insignificant.
और 1 महीना था टेस्ट मैचेस शुरू होने के लिए. So मॉर्निंग में T20 और ओडिया वाले प्रैक्टिस करते थे और आफ्टरनून में टेस्ट वाले प्रैक्टिस करते थे.
We created rough in the nets. We used to scratch the pitches, and then Washington used to come and bowl at all the batters, which was outside the off stump in the rough.
Needed to spend extra time in the nets against the off spinner, and that's when I was asked to stay as well.
He was very consistent with his line and length. His pace is also a little quicker. So that helped us a lot when it comes to preparing against Nathan Lyon, and that was one of our game plans also.
विकेट के पीछे ऑस्ट्रेलियाई कप्तान टिम पेन और सामने से आती आक्रामक गेंदों के बीच भारत ने पहला प्रैक्टिस मैच खेला.
पहला प्रैक्टिस मैच स्टार्ट हुआ. हमारे पास सिर्फ 12 प्लेयर्स ही थे क्योंकि बाकी के सारे प्लेयर्स T20s और ODI में थे. ऋषभ पंत मैच के दिन उनको नेक स्पैज़म हुआ.
I took a painkiller, everything, but I was unable to play.
हमने कुलदीप को टीम में ऐड किया और हम 5 बॉलर्स के साथ वो मैच खेले.
All class, Ajinkya Rahane, the captain of India, pushes into the covers, picks up 2.
एक के बाद एक भारतीय बल्लेबाज पवेलियन लौट रहे थे, पर रहाणे अपने शानदार खेल के साथ 117 पर नाबाद रहे.
Out. Bowls as much as he can. Oh, he's got a little feather on it on the way through, and Joe Byrne.
Oh, that's a good catch. When I was bowling to Nick Maddinson, the only thing I was looking to do was to try and bowl at him like I would bowl to David Warner or maybe Marcus Harris later on in the series.
Oh, big shout. It's in line and given.
मेरा मैसेज उस वक्त यही था कि ठीक है एक प्रैक्टिस मैच है, बट हमारा एटीट्यूड, हमारी इंटेंसिटी ऐसी होनी चाहिए जैसे हम टेस्ट मैच खेलने वाले हैं.
Pukovski got injured. He got hit in the head in a warm-up game. He had a lot of concussion problems. And Pukovski was the great hope of Australian cricket. We were really looking forward to seeing this Will Pukovski, who we're told is a once-in-a-generation batsman.
Second practice game was with the ping ball at SCG.
Wide and put away nice.
तो वो again it was a first-class game for us. So उस वक्त हमारे सारे प्लेयर्स अवेलेबल हो गए थे. तब तक T20s और ODIs खत्म हो गए थे.
जस्सी भाई ने ऑन ड्राइव मारा तो कैमरन ग्रीन के सर पे लग गया था. जो आवाज़ आई थी मैं तो सोचा डेब्यू होने से पहले ये बंदा गया. नेचुरली मैं मतलब उतना सोचा नहीं कि अरे डायरेक्ट चले, मतलब कुछ भी नहीं. जैसा आवाज़ सुना मैं बैट छोड़ा डायरेक्ट उसके पास गया. मतलब एक अंदर से आया था कि वो मार भी जोर से लगा था.
Virat Kohli is not playing. And I know there are a lot of Australian journalists who had landed up in the SCG press box just to see Kohli, because there was some expected Virat Kohli to play, especially the top order to play.
I got 100 in the pink ball just before the test match. Getting the feel of the pink ball was quite good.
A few fireworks.
I scored 100 there. So it was something turning point for me. So I got some confidence in myself कि यार नहीं, you keep focusing, thing will fall in place, you keep focusing.
Rishabh Pant made this incredible 100. It was just a wow statement. This guy is dangerous. He can do anything with a bat.
पिंक बॉल से यही होता है कि आप इनिशियली पहले 2 सेशन में जितने ज़्यादा रन बना सकते हो उतना आपके लिए बेटर है.
When the lights come on, it's a little more challenging when you're facing the fast bowlers.
I spoke to a ball manufacturer about why the pink ball feels different in the hand. The seam just feels better. The grip just feels better than a red ball. The reason is the leather of the cricket ball can only soak in the red paint properly. It's made for that. But with the pink ball, the lacquer is a little more different, that it creates different pace.
Cricket ball is a cricket ball. I think a lot of the stuff with the pink ball, like there's no doubt it's a little bit harder. It's no different to a ball moving around in England. It's just a moving ball.
Australian team had the most success with the pink ball compared to any other team in the world. And especially when they were playing in Australian conditions.
I don't think it's because we've won them all, but I have thoroughly enjoyed every day night test I've played in because it is a different challenge.
I like it. It's just a different pace to red ball cricket. Nothing can be happening, and then suddenly, in the space of half an hour, the ball just starts swinging and nipping around for no apparent reason.
People seem to be scared about playing in a team test match. It's a great thing for the game. That's what frustrates me.
We had only played 1 test match with the pink ball. So moving into that game, in Australia you play with Kookaburra ball. When we played with the pink ball in India, it was SG ball.
खूबसूरत एडिलेड ओवल ग्राउंड. यहाँ ऑस्ट्रेलियन टेस्ट समर की शुरुआत के लिए सटीक व्यवस्था थी. दर्शकों की सामान्य जीवन में वापसी होने लगी थी. विराट के कप्तान रहते टॉस जीतकर भारत ने कभी हार नहीं देखी थी.
We've prepared really well. The boys have had a lot of time to work in the nets. Couple of tour games as well, so yeah, everyone's well prepared. We understood the combination that we wanted to go in with, and we pretty much had everything clear on our end, and hence we announced the team yesterday itself, and everyone seems to be pretty excited and calm at the same time heading into the first test.
I got to know 1 day before the match that I'm not playing.
He's going to be amazing in the test series, so we're pretty surprised when he didn't actually front up for that first test.
I was disheartened because in Adelaide I played my first match in Australia when I went last time.
He was expecting to play the first game, but हम लोग रिद्धिमान के साथ गए क्योंकि रिद्धिमान obviously was a senior player.
Greetings, friends. I greet you to the spirit of this place. I come from the old people, the ancient people of this land. This is a place where we all come together, walk softly, respect each other, and respect this country.
पारंपरिक स्वागत के बाद आधुनिक क्रिकेट की एक बड़ी प्रतिद्वंदिता की नुमाइश तय थी. टेस्ट सीरीज विजेता बनने के 2 साल बाद टीम इंडिया कंगारुओं को एक बार फिर पछाड़ना चाहती थी. खेल के मैदान में जंग होनी थी.
The red Kookaburra ball has not swung for a long time now. The pink ball generally does something. So Mitchell starting to get that hooping back in towards the stumps. 3 slips going, pink ball. Will it hoop? Howie.
Been a tremendous build-up. Set for the first delivery. The ball to get a Sky series in Adelaide. Stark steams in. Shaw defends away.
This first over can set the tone. That's the job of the opening bowler. Set the tone for the bowlers and the batsmen. This is what's in store for the rest of the day.
पहले विकेट के अशुभ दृश्य के साथ खेल की शुरुआत हुई. चेतेश्वर पुजारा, इस नाम ने पिछली बार ऑस्ट्रेलिया को बहुत सताया था.
Pujara defends.
I would say we start okay. We probably lost Prithvi Shaw a bit early in the game, but then we resurrect, right? And Puji bats well, Mayank fights.